Hey, 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 what it do, baby? It's me, your boy, Young Aladdin. This time today, I am unfortunately alone. And the reason for that is because the boys, we were about to do this podcast thing again, but unfortunately, I'm the main guy that, does everything. But I had work today, and, I go to work around, I went to work today around, 5 and came back just a few moments ago. It's currently 11:35 p.m. on February 8th of 2021. So yeah, and around this time everyone else is asleep and no one else knows how to do this stuff. So which is why they're like, damn, this is a bit contradicting. We usually do this right after school, but people couldn't do that. But it's okay. You guys got me. Ya boy. Haha, look at me. Well, anyways, the article that I read today was the article on how many Americans are homeless. No one knows. By the editorial board of the New York Times. So this article basically talks about the homelessness and its issues in the United States. And reading this is actually sad for me, because people more fortunate people like us who have roofs over our heads, don't realize not having a shelter is such a huge problem. This thought pops up in my head sometimes. Like whenever people teenagers or kids say "Mom, Dad, I hate you. You've done nothing for me." I'm like, bro, you have a house over your head. Just looking at ungrateful kids, just makes me sad. Especially when I see homeless people in the street sometimes. They have, it's especially in the weather right now. It's -2 degrees. The people who found shelters at churches or the homes that they have, good, thank God, they're still alive. But the others who don't, I want to know how many homeless people die each winter, because I'm assuming, like you know it's not a educated guess, but it's uneducated guess, is that a lot just die. But anyways, the people from the New York Times talk about how like America isn't really doing that well on its issue with combating homelessness, because they only count once, and they don't even count. They just take in the counts from the local people and make basically they're saying they're severely undercounting. That's what's happening and whatnot. And some people who are really advocating, community workers that are advocating for hey, let's get rid of homelessness. They've trying out new ways to combat this, where it's not just one count that happens in January, but a name-based search and whatnot, and it's really gonna help out. That's what I'm assuming, and I'd really like for that to happen, because everyone deserves a home. But then here's the devil that's on my shoulder. It's who cares, bro? like Severe overpopulation is already in the world. Just let the already homeless people who are less fortunate die. Yeah, it's morbid and it's really, really dark, but it's still, the thought still exists in my head. But then, like, not, how I said the devil on my shoulder. This is not the angel on my shoulder talking, but still the devil talking. But what would I do if someone I knew went homeless? Or what if I went homeless? Or I don't know, yeah, you can't do that. So yeah, we're in a predicament, and once I don't know, it's a very hard, intriguing topic, cuz why are people homeless? All right, one of the main reasons, or the biases that people have is oh, it's probably a drug addict or a lazy bum, or someone alcoholic, or someone who made mistakes in their life that caused them to end up in this situation. And the person you picture is a male that's in his 30s or 40s or 50s, and that, but then Like, yes, that does make up a majority of like the homeless population, but what about the others? What about the little kids? Or what about the people who are like, who lost their homes in a forest fire or something? And it's just makes me sad, but yeah, that's it, dudes. This is what I thought of the article that we read today. And yeah, young Aladdin out. Hee hee.